Hey everybody, and welcome back to ThreadX Reproductions. I am Nick, here for the daily nerdy news, and let's get right into the stories and stuff. So first off, the Video Game Awards are going to be on December 10th. I, for one, can say that after everything in 2020, I just want to get to the end. And hey, a good way to make it end is the Video Game Awards. I love the Video Game Awards. I know some people are a little down on it, but, you know, I think they do just fine. And after everything that's said and done, I mean, I would actually like to see that Razer guy again, because that is somehow still better than anything that's happened in 2020. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to finally see the biggest update that they've had for the game engine. This was revealed by Todd Howard, or the team at least. So this is good, because ever since Elder Scrolls Oblivion, we've just had to deal with it. Anytime a Bethesda game would come out, it's like, oh well, it's Bethesda, so of course it's gonna be that way. I don't know why we kept doing that until eventually it was just too much and people just, shat the bed. But hey, whatever. I mean, thank God. Also, Todd Howard did reveal that they are trying to wait the longest possible until revealing Starfield. So it might be like a Fallout 4 type of situation where they reveal it and then it's coming out in like 3 months, or I think it was 6 or 4 months, something like that. So, interesting. Yeah. Two Geese, Too Furious, the darling indie project. The Untitled Goose Game is going to be getting a co-op where you get to play with somebody and cause some ruckus as a goose. I mean, once again, with everything happening in 2020, just give me some happiness, please. Just give me some happiness, please. And finally, we have the Monster Hunter Synopsis was finally revealed. So we're going to actually go through here and go through it with you. Okay, so hold on. We got to go back to me. Likes. Where'd I put it? There it is. Alright, on the official Monster Hunter webpage, along with Sony Pictures page for the film, an official synopsis popped up detailing what we can expect from the video game adaptation. Behind our world, there is another. A world of dangerous and powerful monsters that rule their domain with deadly ferocity. Reads the description. When Lieutenant Dan, Lieutenant Artemis, I guess, Mila Jokovic, and her elite unit are transported through a portal, oh god, from our world to a new world, they are for a shock of their lives. In her desperate attempt to get home, the brave lieutenant encounters a mysterious hunter, Tony Jaa, whose unique skills have allowed him to survive the hostile land. Faced with relentless and terrifying attacks from monsters, warriors team up to fight back and find their way home. Okay, this sounds like the worst pitch for a movie ever. It's like, oh hey, this video game world just happens to be next to our world, and then they get teleported there. So I'm not 100% on that, if I'm being honest. I think it sounds silly. I think I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Does it sound great? Does it sound like, okay, it's got my, I don't know. I've kind of always liked, like, the Resident Evils, for instance. I've always kind of liked those. So I feel like I might go see it just because of that, but I don't know. And lastly, we're going to check out the we're going to check out the Origins trailer. So let's take a look here. This is No Man's Sky Origins. Every atom procedurally generated. Leaf, tree, bird, fish, rock, ocean, cloud, ruin, star, sun, galaxy, planet. Planet is unique and unexplored. So right off the bat, we got a couple of bugs flying around. That looks freaking awesome. Hopefully the creatures in general can be a little less wonkadoodle. And so there we go, we got that bug again. There was a walker there, if you saw that. I like this, it's almost like a little traveler thing. So we're getting new, like, just a whole bunch of new stuff, it looks like. Every time I take a break from this game, I genuinely forget just how gorgeous this game is. And they got the anomaly up there. I like this. The space jellyfish is a new thing, so now you might encounter things out in space, not just out on the planets. That seems cool. Right here we get a closer look at the mech. I hope that's player controlled and not just something walking around. And then here's the big finish right here. A giant space worm almost hits their car. So there you go. No Man's Sky Origins. Oranges. You know, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. The only thing it doesn't say is that I think it came out today. So, alright. Cool. I am totally for that, honestly. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to try it out. Me and the guys have been messing around with some projects, and we might have to put this one on the front burner because they just keep adding to it. They just keep adding. It's been how long now? And they just keep going, keep iterating on it. Was it what it was promised from the very beginning? No, unfortunately not. But I don't think I've ever seen a developer do what these guys have done. And that is, they came out with a stinker. It was a stinker for a while. And then year after year, they just put out one big update after another. And they're making it into the game that was kind of always promised to us. Like now you can have multiplayer. You can have multiplayer up to like 16 people. You can have different missions going on. It's absolutely ridiculous. The feeling of, like right here, for instance. Oops, let's go back. The feeling of starting on a planet and then just basically looking up and going to that planet, like the planet with the rings, going to that planet, and it feels like it's all happening in real time and it's all dynamic. The feeling of like being on top of a mountain, looking out across the plains, and you can see a weather system rolling in, so you know that you're going to have to get some cover. It's unexplainable unless you play it yourself. You know, is there a lot to do in the like moment-to-moment gameplay? I would argue sometimes no. Sometimes it's like, okay, I wish there was something more exciting to do. But if this is your type of game where you like building stuff, or you like, you know, space combat and stuff like that. Honestly, I feel like if they could just get the ground combat as fun as like the space combat and just give you something to do more for the moment-to-moment gameplay, I would love it so much more. Because like a really good example is like Fallout 76. I know a lot of people hate that, but the moment-to-moment gameplay where like 1 second I'm fighting super mutants and the next second I'm fighting ghouls, and just the moment-to-moment where I can walk from one area to another, I'm fighting completely different enemies, but yet I'm still building, I'm still crafting, I'm still, you know, all that stuff. If they could just somehow implement that into No Man's Sky, I would absolutely love it. Because honestly, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes just standing around shooting a laser at a piece of rock, it gets to you. It really gets to you. So that's what I'm thinking. I can't wait for the Origins. I think we're gonna stream it pretty soon here, so look out for that. But as for everything else, you know, sorry there wasn't a show yesterday. Basically, I didn't feel like there was a lot of news that came out, because a lot of the news basically had to do with Xbox and Bethesda. Since I already talked about that on, you know, Monday, I didn't feel like just talking about it more. So thankfully, a lot of stuff came out today I felt good about talking about, so hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give a thumbs up, a big thumbs up, just like my daughter told you to. And thank you so much for joining us for ThreatX Reproductions. I am Nick, and you have yourself a good day.